So here's how you are crocheting together in the short rows. I decided to do the short rows after I was finished with my sweater, so you are not going to have all of this before you do the short rows, because you are doing them in the second row, so never mind me having all of this. So I have crocheted all of the double crochet stitches all the way up, and now I am doing a half double crochet together. So this is my stitch row that I'm on, and this is the second row, and this is the first. So I yarn over, I go in the stitch of the first row, like this. I pick up my yarn. I do not go through 2 loops. I yarn over, and now it's important to find the stitch. This stitch is already crocheted in, so I'm gonna do it together in the next stitch there. And I'm doing it in both loops. And now I yarn over and I go through everything. Like this. And now when I continue up, I just make half double crochets all the way up. And I'm gonna do a few so you can see how the together part looks. Okay, so I made a few more stitches. So this is how it's going to look. The short row, we make them because we want the lower part of this sweater to be wider than the upper part. And I am also going to explain when you're counting the shoulder before the neckline, you are counting all of the stitches here, including the foundation start. And it's important to count in the upper part of the top, because the lower part, since we made short rows here, are gonna have more rows than the upper part. So count the upper part to have your rows right. Here's how you do the foundation half double crochet. This is now the last stitch that I did. So what I do is I yarn over, I go into the loop of the same stitch that I just did. Then I yarn over again. Then I go through 2 loops, and I yarn over and I go through 2 loops. And then I just make the foundation half double crochet like you normally would. And then you are making as many foundation half double crochets as the pattern says. And when you are done, you are chaining 2 and turning so that you are going up the foundation half double crochet, and then you are continue on crocheting in the sweater all the way up and back and forth. This way we don't have to sew the dress. I am now going to show you how you are making the polo neckline. I have made half double crochet around the neckline. I have a few stitches left, so let's do them. And you think of it like one row in the body equals 1 half double crochet. So I'm finishing off with 2 half double crochet in the same row so that I don't get a hole here. And now I make half double crochet in the first stitch, like this. And now what I do is I chain. So I have chained 22 chains because I want mine to be double folded. And now what I do is I go into the second loop of the hook. There's my first, that's my second, and I am going to make half double crochet in every stitch of the chain. And when you are doing this, it's important to always count your chains, because it's a little bit tricky when doing a collar like this to know that you have done all stitches. So always count to make sure that you are making 21 stitches as you go up and as you are going down. Okay, so I have now made 20 stitches and I have 1 stitch left, 21. And now we are going to slip stitch. So we are slip stitching in the stitches here. So I just go in the first stitch and slip stitch, and then into the second stitch and I slip stitch like this. And now it's important that you are starting in the right stitch, which means the 21st stitch. So either count up and down or just count. You did 2 slip stitches, that means that we are skipping these 2, 1, 2, and this will be my first stitch. So I'm turning my work, and we do not chain when we are going up the work. We are only turning, and we are skipping 1, 2, and that's my first stitch. So I yarn over. Now I kind of lost a stitch, but it's there. 1, 2, and yeah, as I said, count, because it's really you can really be fooled on which stitch. 1, 2, there's my stitch. So it's here, and I'm going in the back loop only. And now to really make sure, you can count all the stitches up again, and then I do half double crochet in the back loop only all the way up. So now I've done all my stitches, and this is how it's looking. So now when we go down, we are chaining one. No, we are chaining two, I mean, because it's half double crochet, and then we are going down. We need to turn our work, and then we are going down, and we are crocheting in both loops this time. And remember to count so that you have 21 stitches, the same as before. So I made 21 stitches down, and now I make slip stitches again. This is the one that I've already been slip stitching in, so I'm doing it in this one and that one. So one slip stitch and two slip stitch, and then we turn. And now again I count from the upper part to know where to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is 21. So we do it in the back loop again. 1. And now, to really make sure that I did the right one, I am counting again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I did the right. So now I go up again in half double crochet back loop only. And that's all that is. So again, we do not chain when we are going up, but we do chain when we go down. So I'm now going to do this until I have made a polo neckline across my whole neckline. And then I'm going to come back to show you how you do your last row. So I have now crocheted all around my neckline. I have a few stitches left. So now it is time for me to slip stitch here. Since we're going to have little different rows on our necklines, let's say that you did have more than 2 stitches left here, you had 3 stitches, then slip stitch 3 of them. I fortunately only have 2 because this is the one that I've been working on already, and this is the stitch for this row. So I'm just going to slip stitch these 2. But let's say that you are having 3, then slip stitch 3. So now, as I said, I already been working in this one, so I'm going in here. And then the next. And now I am going to slip stitch these 2 sides together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this together like this. Now I'm going to go into my first stitch here. And then together on the other side there, the first stitch there. And I'm going to slip stitch. If you like, you can sew this together, but I like to avoid sewing if I can. It's just my preference. Yeah, so now I'm just going to slip stitch until I'm at the top, and then I'm going to fasten off, and then your neckline is complete. Hi, in this video I am going to show you how you are making this polo neckline around your neckline. I have made mine pretty high because I want to fold it. I am going to sew this together also, but for now I just want to show you. So I am choosing to have the side where the V's aren't showing. You can choose for yourself. This is the other side. And when I have this side facing me, and if I start the way I am going to show you, then when I fold, I'm having the V's showing here because I want it to have a slightly different texture than what I have. If you would like to have this side facing out as your right side, and you also want the polo to have this texture, then just follow it like this, but have the V side facing you. However, if you would like, if you want to have the V side as your right side, then have this side facing up when you start this part, and you are going to have the V's when you are folding it down as well. The only difference is that you will have the same texture on the polo neckline and on the body. So let's start this.